I promise you, nobody really knows what they are talking about. That's a good feeling. That's a good feeling. It should be pretty freeing. I don't even technically have jurisdiction to be telling you that. I hate these types of talking head videos because everybody's retarded. Straight up. Everybody's retarded. People are talking out of their ass. They, they're not it. They're just not about it. They're just not about the life. And I see these talking head videos, and people want me to make these. And we do. This is technically a podcast, but this is really just an excuse to like bring out the long microphone and just talk. I mean, there's no difference from what I'm referencing and what I'm doing right now. But the problem I have is everybody's bullshitting everybody. I'm watching this video because I knew I was doing a Whooped and Alt video. I'm like, our last video was Wednesday. That was probably pretty loud and annoying. We're just going to leave it. I'm doing a Whooped and Alt video today. I don't feel like vlogging. In fact, I don't want to build in public anymore. And I've been playing around with this Whooped and Alt video in my head about how I don't want to build in public. We'll get to that in a second. I'm watching this video because I am actually now fired up. I'm like, okay, I don't care that it's 10 a.m. Saturday morning. It might be the earliest time in Whooped and Alt history. It is. This is definitely the earliest video in Whooped and Alt history. Technically not true. Never mind. Scratch it all. I'm watching this video about how to make money. And I don't want to make fun of who this guy is. I've never really seen him before. This is on the recommendation on my Whooped and Alt page where I make videos similar to this. My biggest insecurity is that these videos are cringe AF. But I'm watching this and it's essentially about money, or it's about whatever. I don't want to like actually dox this guy because he doesn't seem like he's anything, too notable, or at least to the public's perspection. Don't mean to shit on the guy. Not famous. 952 subs. And he's talking about how easy life is. And he's talking about how easy it is to make money. And the whole premise of this video is, dude, you just need to lock in for like 3 months because everybody's stupid. He's like, the world is actually stupid. People are stupid. Just lock in. Bro, just lock in for 3 months. That's all you have to do is just lock in for 3 months. Folks, I don't want to build in public anymore. Do you want to know the honest truth? I will never give you anything valuable that will actually change your life the second you watch it. Actually, that can't be true. That statement can't be true. What I'm trying to tell you is I will never give you the sauce. I will never give you the sauce. Nobody will ever give you the sauce. You got to get lucky to get the sauce. I'll give you nuggets. This video's a nugget. There are nuggets sprinkled and littered all across of this video. This video maybe is for 10% of who watches it. I don't really know. All I'm telling you is all these people are bullshitting. Just lock in. Dude, I technically don't know anything about you. You don't know technically anything about me. So this dude could be just like me and actually not a moron. But my bull is going off. And that's what another reason I love the video forum, the video medium. I think you can tell bullshit. But to be honest with you, is that really true? Because I'm not sure. That's just the point. Is I see all of this stuff where it's like advice and it's actionable advice and like you need to get into TikTok, man, and you need to get into like here are like literal steps you can take. And I would truly never tell you. And it's not personal because I don't know you watching this video. It could be my mother. Sorry, Mom. Technically, you probably could get the sauce. It really doesn't matter. But if it's Joe from accounting and I honestly don't know, I'm not giving sauce in videos. So if you know me personally, you can get some sauce. But you're just going to get nuggets in videos like this. We live in this era where I don't know what it is. I think people are just sick of life, and they're sick of like incompetence, and they see all these people living these, cool lives on TV and on their iPhones 24/7, and they want better. And so you watch some of these courses, or you watch some of this YouTube video. It reminds me of like therapy. It's like, this is just not it. Like, you have to get into the battlefield. Like, you've got to learn this shit on your own. Like, there's not really anything, and I feel like this keeps getting effed. There's not really like any advice. I heard this one time, and oh my gosh. I heard this advice one time, and it was essentially like, making money is so intimate for a man, or a woman too, whatever. But I'm a man. The guy was a man. Making money is so intimate that you just I can't tell you what to do. I can't tell you to get into this industry. I can't tell you to do this day to day. I can't tell you how to make money. That's just such an intimate thing. It's a huge part of becoming and being a man, is making it for yourself, creating things for yourself out of thin air, and then eventually creating shit out of thin air for other people. I'm diverting from the plot, maybe. I really don't think I am. I just hate this kind of shit. So I see, like, we get comments, and I have buddies, that know me personally, and they'll text me, and they'll be like, you gotta talk about some real shit, or, you should make a video on this. I get a comment, what do you think about this? Make a video on this. To be honest with you, I don't give a crap. I really don't. I like Clavicular. He's a cool dude. I saw Project Hail Mary. What else is current affairs? The draft's like in a week. I'm going on a golf trip soon. I'm trying to get to Scratch this summer. Going on a bunch of different trips this summer. That's really what like I'm focused on. So I've been making these videos, and like I bought this camera that's right over here. And I've been making these talking about my journey. And they've been kind of like frustrating videos in the sense of there's some issue. Like, my mic didn't work. I'm fired up. My camera mic is shitty. I don't have a camera. This is shitty. Like, all of my Wupton Alt videos so far have been about building kind of my YouTube channel and stuff. And for numerous reasons of, you're not going to get the actual sauce on YouTube videos. That's a factor too. The main factor is, honestly, and I'll think about it even before I say it, I don't think you care. I don't think you care. I don't even really think you should care, maybe is a better way to put it. I'll have some buddies that will message me after they see this video, and they'll be upset. But I don't want you to know my main avenues. You know what I mean? Like, I've been building Will Upton in public, but you've also seen a little bit of golf balling. And I am fine and comfortable sharing my company golf balling with you, that you can go watch our podcasts on YouTube. You can go watch our videos on YouTube. You can go watch the, Facebook, Instagram. You could go on to my TikTok, technically. Like, you could go consume a bunch of golf balling content, and I'm perfectly fine with that. And you can consume Will Upton content. You can consume this content. And if you knew everything I did, you can go consume that. It's just more of, it's like a personal joy. It's a personal game to me. We talked about gamification the other day, and I was regarding it to calories. But YouTube is a game. Social media is a game. These are all games to me. I can make a living on YouTube if I had to. I can get views on YouTube if I had to. I'm not a fucking dork loser. I don't need to be making videos like this. I made our vlog, and it honestly did way worse than I thought. I thought there was maybe some chance we could get 1,000 views on that vlog. The microphone in the car, because I had the fucking vent was on. That was frustrating. But the video didn't go viral, clearly. And I made like a, I think I published my Lions video. I know for a fact I published my Lions video, and I was like, well, here we go, guys. You know, I'm gonna publish this Lions video, and as I could, it's probably got 10,000 views right now. I made a Saints video yesterday. It's a 1 out of 10. It'll probably get 10,000 views. You know what I mean? I'm literally shooting myself in my feet to hit rock bottom as fast as possible. This ain't my first day. This ain't my first rodeo. I just want meaningful content. I want to create meaningful content, whether it's Wupton Alt, whether it's Will Upton, whether it's Golf Ball, whether it's anything else I do. Meaningful content. I want to sleep at night feeling damn great about it. I want a recommendation. I want somebody to, you know, hear about my channel, or, you know, a family member, a friend, a stranger, whatever it is, and I want to feel proud about my YouTube channels. I want to feel proud about my work, and I do. I went to rock bottom on purpose to try and just make it hurt as much as possible, and in reality, it's just more of a numbing thing. I don't think YouTube's a great way to make money. I was thinking this the other day, because I guess, like I said, this is kind of a podcast. I've got this kind of quick style, this quick pacing in this video, but I do want to take a step back for our actual viewers, because that first 10 minutes, that first kind of rant was more so for the non-viewers, more for the outsiders. The issue is I keep forgetting what I'm talking about. So I was talking about YouTube, and it was relatively important, and we were talking about YouTube. And I'm not editing these. I'm just not editing these. I don't care, blah, blah, blah. We went through all these things. Are you fucking me? Alright, I made the vlog on Wednesday. It was pretty chill. You know, I hope you guys enjoyed it. We got some nice comments. I appreciate all you guys watching it. I was saying how YouTube's not really like a great way to... Oh, now I got it. I'm throwing this in, lock in. YouTube has been so stressful for me for so long, and it's what we talk about in every video. And like I said, I just don't think people care. I don't think people should care. I know people care. Okay, I know there are people watching this video that will comment, I care. I know there are people that actually do genuinely care. It's just not really what I'm looking for. You know what I mean? Like, I don't need this pity party. I remember what I was going to say before I was going to forget what I was going to say. I sent a picture to my buddy Swaggy of our last vlog, and one of the thumbnails was a thumbnail, and the title was like, I'm unemployed and lost. It was like, I'm unemployed and confused. And I'm making these titles with my girlfriend right before I post the video. And I think she came up with one of them. She liked the confused or lost part of it. And after about it was like, the video was titled, one of the 3 A/B tests was like, I'm unemployed and confused. And the point was, I'm self-employed. I changed my YouTube from daily content 7 times a week to like more like 3 times a week. So I'm lost and confused and unemployed because I'm self-employed and I'm not making daily YouTube videos anymore, so I don't know how to spend my time. And nobody commented anything and nobody gave me a hard time. But after about 3 hours, I did think to myself, you know what? The whole rage bait, doom gloom, that's not what I want at all. It's actually not what I want in any way, shape, or form. I want more, but here's the issue. I don't want that doom and gloom, but I'm also not about to get here on my high horse and title that video like, I'm self-employed and playing golf at 7:30 on Wednesday morning. Maybe that would do better. That probably would do better. People would probably genuinely start to give a shit about what I had to say if I start titling these videos like just flexing things about my life. That's probably how I would gain attention. Do I want attention? And honestly, I love attention. You get the point. I'm still confused. But getting YouTube views, man, here's really the reality of it. Because I have a lot of people that do YouTube. I have a lot of people that want to do YouTube that I'm sure are watching this video. If you want to do YouTube, you can do YouTube. If you want to do social media, you can do social media. If you want to be an electrician, you can be an electrician. If you want to be a business owner, you can be a business owner. You can do all of these things. But you got to really want to do it. I really like YouTube. I really enjoy the process. I love this. I love these talking head videos where I can click on my phone, record, and if you guys saw my vlog yesterday, do you hear my phone quality? It's the worst thing I've ever heard in my entire life. It's because I don't have a case and I've dropped my phone hundreds of times over the last 3 years and I need to get a new one. I need to get the upgrade or whatever. So this feels like performative, but I do like the podcast setup of it. I need a notepad. I'm talking about like attention and stuff. Now I get it. I keep remembering 10 seconds after and just the flow feels wrong in my head and I need to just get over the fact of it because this will just be a long dread on. I keep making like 10-minute podcast videos. I keep making like 20-minute podcast videos, which are good, but I don't get my full points across. If you want to do something, you truly, if you that badly want to do it, you will do it. I've wanted to be a YouTuber since I was a kid, since I was in middle school. And there were times where I was a full-time employed YouTuber or a full-time YouTuber, full-time freelance YouTuber. For 2 years, I did it. And honestly, I don't miss it. I loved it and I wish I appreciated it more at the time. I wish I did more live streams. I wish I got my face out there more. I ran up the bag from like 20,000 subscribers to 60,000 subscribers in like probably 6 months. Got a ton of views, ton of subscribers, made some decent coin, didn't really have to worry about paying rent or anything like that. But you do have to worry about the algorithm and you do have to worry about views and you have to slave away. You don't have to, but I was. And so I was realizing a couple of days ago that I could make a living on YouTube and that I can get 10,000 views on YouTube videos and that I can even go a step further if I chose to do so. But I'm trying to just set the systems in place on my channels for the long term. I don't need to rely on YouTube for money. I don't need anybody to watch my YouTube videos. My Lions video could get 10 views. My video yesterday, my Saints video could get 10 views too. And it doesn't impact my life other than, damn, why does this video have 10 views? That's the worst video I've ever posted. That needs to get better next time. So I'm not in this rush. I don't need to desperately clickbait. I don't need to post a video every single day. I don't need to be constantly refreshing my page. I don't need to constantly refresh comments. I don't need to be worried about subscribers. I don't need to be worried about views because I'm doing my work. I feel great about my work. I'm editing them. I know what I'm talking about. I'm just doing my thing. And I want to do YouTube. And if you truly want to do something, you just don't see people not get there. But I want to do YouTube how I want to do it. So it's freeing. But like I said, the whole end of this video will be kind of this. I don't want to build in public, so what do I talk about? I don't want to, you don't know the things, like, the people on this video, unless you know me, you don't know what I do. Like, you don't know the things that I have in the sense of, like, what I do, other than Will Upton and Golf Ballin. And I want to keep it that way. But I don't think I need to talk about my failing YouTube for clickbait or my 10,000 viewed video. Like, it just doesn't matter, dude. I'll just do my work. I will let the rest take care of itself. So then it becomes, what on earth do we make for our next video? that will be a problem for me to decide in a couple of days. And by that point, I will know what to talk about and I will have a video idea. But I just wanted to talk about it, man. There's just a lot of LARPers out there. You know, you got to be really like conscientious of who you're taking advice from. You got to be conscientious of what you're consuming. You just got to be aware of this, because I just see so much bull hype like this where it's like, just lock in, bro, and like your life will be fine if you just lock in for like 3 months. It's like, okay, I'm calling you out. But truthfully, you can get what you want. It's just not as easy as just lock in, bro. You know, you got to go through all of the lows on your own. There's nothing I can really do to help you except give you nuggets that will help you find your sauce. You know what I mean? Nobody good is given their sauce, truthfully. I know it sounds harsh, it sounds rude, but it's all just like vague. It's vague by design. Why would if I have a system in place that works, why would I share it to anybody other than people I want to succeed? I wouldn't. Nobody would. And that's the way it should be. Gatekeep. You gatekeep the great things in your life to keep them great. Because when you start to not gatekeep them and you start talking about them, everyone starts to do it. So keep it close to your chest and watch who you listen to. God bless.